So you're telling me that you haven't graduated Navy boot camp yet, but maybe you just enlisted in the Navy, or you're considering enlisting in the Navy, and you want to know what it's like. Well, good news for you, man, because I graduated Navy boot camp. So before this video even starts, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe, and that will allow me to tell you the story of what it was like graduating Navy boot camp. Go ahead and leave a like and subscribe, man. Let's get right into it.
Yeah, I pull up to the spot. This shit way too fucking lit. Members only in my gang. Westside Queens is the click.
So it all started whenever I got my Diddy box back after 2 months of hell. You know what I mean? So the night before graduation, I got my box of all my stuff in my civilian life, but I couldn't open it until after I graduated. So they made a big wall along the compartment, you know what I mean? It said everybody, all the males on my side had their Diddy box over there. All the females had their Diddy box over there, you know what I mean? And that was my entire life, you know, coming up. I had my phone in there, I had my backpack in there, I had some civilian clothes so that whenever I could change into civvies, man, I could be fly, you know what I mean? So I was pretty stoked, you know, to graduate boot camp and be able to have my civilian life again. Also, I was going straight to A school right after boot camp, which is what pretty much all of you will do unless you are undesignated. Then I think you go to the fleet. Not sure how that works, so don't even ask me. I don't know what it's like to be undesignated, bro. Don't ask me nothing. I went to A school. But yeah, so it all started when I got my Diddy box back. You know what I mean? I saw it in the compartment. I was like, oh yeah, it's graduation time, baby. Let's do it. You know what I mean? So I went out there. You know what I mean? I don't even remember what happened that day. I just remember I was putting on my dress blues, you know, because I graduated in the fall. So I put on my dress blues, you know, I was looking fly. Me and the boys on the mirrors, you know, we got our sailor caps on, looking fresh, looking clean, you know what I mean? And then we get out there and we start marching. Wow, 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 wow. You know what I mean? Go out there and we get to the drill hall. Now when you get to the drill hall, you know what I mean? They're making you practice for graduation. You can't just go out into a crowd and just do all that stuff. That's early in the morning too. You're going out there and you're practicing for graduation so that you don't mess up in front of your friends and family. You know what I mean? By that time, yeah, probably practice for graduation quite a bit. They do this thing called the drill tape, and that is pretty much your graduation ceremony, and they do that for like weeks and weeks and weeks, and you do it when you're bored. Your RDCs are bored, so you kind of already knew the drill, but I mean, they line you up, make you practice, do all this stuff, and they still ain't playing with you, bro. Even if you're graduating, they ain't gonna be nice to you, bro. It's boot camp. Get used to it. I mean, it's not like that out in the fleet, at least from my experience, you know what I mean? But I don't know. So graduation, after we practice, you know what I mean? We start marching, you know. I got my A-Rock out there. She's calling cadences everywhere we go. Na, 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 na. You know what I mean? She was going crazy. She was yelling out all the cadences, fire, pristine. She was popping off, frankly. I gotta say it. She was popping off. Shout out to Irvine, wherever you are today. Even if, you know, I don't even know what you up to, bro. You know what I mean? But she was my A-Rock. She was calling cadences. Dude in front of me was getting on a step. We were trying to, you know, chit-chat a little bit while we were marching, but not much, you know what I mean? We marched by ourselves all the way to the graduation hall in our dress blues, you know what I mean? I saw the little baby recruits walking around. It was cute. Y'all were cute, but I was a sailor that day, you know what I mean? I wasn't playing with y'all, you know? You know what I mean? After battle stations, you get your little hat. You're a top tier recruit. You're the 8-point recruit, you know what I mean? But I was better than the 8-point recruit. I was a damn sailor. I was a sailor that day, you know? So I'm going out there and I'm marching, you know, da, 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 da. Then they stop and it's like, oh shit, what's going on now? And they line us up and they tell us the #1 rule when you see your family is to get out of there. They actually say get the F out of there. But I'm trying not to curse in these videos to make them a little bit more family friendly. you know. But they say, get the, out of there. So I'm sitting there waiting with my boy Indoor right next to me. I'm looking at him. I'm like, yo, let's do this. Sorry, my light turned off. I'm out there, and then we do the graduation ceremony. Families cheering, mothers crying, grandma crying, dad crying, grandpa crying. Everybody's crying except for me, because you know why? I was happy to leave. I was good. I was glad. I was ready to go be a sailor. I was ready to be in the Navy, boy. I was out there, and then we get there, and we just waiting out attention. I'm trying to be cool, but I was sick. So, like, for the entirety of boot camp, I was just sick. I was sick for, like, 2 months. The highest fever I had was, like, a 105. So I'm standing there, and I'm just like, bruh, this was, I was trying to be serious, but I kept coughing. Bro. Like, literally, I was that guy. You don't want to be that guy, but I was that guy. So I was coughing, and then eventually they said, Liberty call, Liberty call, Liberty call. Boom. I'm out of there, boy. I'm looking at my friends. I don't say goodbye to no one. Half these people I probably will never see again. Honestly. Probably won't. They're cool people that I met in boot camp. Got no hate for no one. But, I wasn't caring about that. I was trying to get the F out. Like what they said. But you know what? Ran to my aunt and uncle. My aunt comes up, boom, hug. She graduated Air Force basic training. My uncle's there. He's in his Air Force dress blues because he's a master sergeant in the Air Force. Shout out to him. That was really cool because he got to sit in his own little special section. Yeah, if your family's in the military, have them come in their dress uniform and they get to be a part of the ceremony too. Don't tell them that. Just surprise them. And then my girl came and gave me a hug. But you know what? I couldn't even appreciate this little moment because I had to get the F out of there. You know what I mean? That RDC, he said, if you're lingering, I'm going to come yell at you. He said that. So it's like, all right, bruh, I ain't playing around. We got to go. We got to get out. You know what I mean? So I get out, and then I told my family, look, I got to go back to the compartment. I got to grab my phone, you know what I mean? Because I had Instagram, 2 months of Instagram I missed out on, Just before I left, I did a show in my hometown, you know what I mean? I had clout, and then I left for boot camp, and I just, I left. And so I wanted to check on this YouTube channel. I wanted to see how my videos were doing. And so I'm like, look, I got to go grab my stuff, and then we'll get going. I'm like, cool. So my family's waiting with my girl. I'm walking back, and I run into my boy Jordan. Jordan is my rack mate. He's the GOAT. I love Jordan. I'm sad that he didn't get stationed in San Diego and he got stationed in Norfolk because we would have been menaces out here. You know what I mean? Demon time. Me and Jordan. The boys. The GOATs. We start walking back to the ship. We're talking. We just hype, run into the compartment, get our stuff. Our petty officer's mad because everybody's trying to leave. Ain't nobody trying to hear petty officers speak, All respect to her, all love. We were ready to go. After 2 months of hearing her yell, had a little bit less power, It still wanted to listen, you know what I mean? But it wasn't in my soul anymore. It was like, let's go be awesome. Let's go be a sailor. So I'll get out, go with my family to the Cheesecake Factory. I get a big ass piece of chocolate cake. You know what I mean? That chocolate cake was like the best chocolate cake I think I had ever, you know what I mean? And I also had some like spaghetti, which was fire. Spaghetti's my favorite food. I'm sitting next to my girl, we're holding hands. That's the most human contact I had in a long time, you know what I mean? So it was cool. And then I went to go see a movie out in Chicago. I saw like the city a little bit, just a little bit, I wish I saw more of it, but I had to leave the next day, so I didn't even get a chance. So I go see the city, and then I'm chilling. I go to visit some family of my uncles. They give me a little coin. We start talking about the Navy just a little bit, and then I have to go back to the ship. Now, I don't want to make this video too long, So for me to continue this story, we're gonna have to do part 2. So if you want that part 2, go ahead and leave it in the comments. Also leave a like and subscribe. Tell your graduation stories of you graduating boot camp. I don't care what branch you're in, you know what I mean? Put it in there, you know. Let's hear it. I read all the comments personally, try to respond to them as best as I can. So I would really appreciate to hear your stories for real. And then I'm gonna go do the part 2, but I need some support on this video because I drop videos every Friday. I need y'all to, you know, reciprocate that because I'm trying to be consistent with y'all. So try to be consistent with me. I would really appreciate it. But yeah, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe. Also, this is not the official information of the Navy or any type of command. You know, this is just my experience. And I'm like, even if I say something like, oh, like they're mean, you know what I mean? Like, that's not me talking bad about the Navy. I love the Navy, you know, it's my boy. They paying my bills right now, you know what I mean? I got this room all to myself from the Navy, you know, so we're cool. Yeah, anyway, y'all stay blessed, man. Peace.